Hello, everybody, and welcome
Hello.
back to Lamb Talks to John, and I
John
messed
talks
it
to
up. John
Lamb.
talks to Lamb.
This guy.
Whatever, it's the same way. It's palindrome. My
It's one
name
of
is
those
Hungry,
days, and my
and
name
this is
is Hungary.
Hungary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're-
I'm hungry. I'm very
I'm also
very
hungry.
hungry.
I've already eaten. We're not sponsored. I've eaten 2 of the mini crunch bars. I've got a third one right here. This is
He's
my
a maniac.
breakfast right now.
See,
I can go. I have some cheese cubes and
Oh.
little smokies. I'm gonna eat that for. I'm gonna make a little charcuterie board.
that's a great plan. That's a great plan. I've got fish. I already know what I'm gonna eat because
Mhm.
I've been fantasizing about this for the better half of, I don't know, 14 hours now, to give or take a little bit.
Okay.
So we okay, so right, this is I'll time date this, right? This episode we were recording on January 17th. That means it has
Destroy
been
the immersion.
17 days. It has been 17 days since I began my
Since I've
last
been bald.
supercut. And yeah, since you've been bald. We did this at the exact same time. I
Yeah.
started my final push to get down to my end goal weight and then flatten out to maintenance. And I always forget how hard it is getting off of, like, okay, so I can look at my data because I like track my weight every morning, and I track calories and all this stuff. So I have all this data to back it up. It's so crazy going from Christmas and then New Year's, right? Sort of 2 big party events. And then I just watched my weight drop off the face of the earth because I was just full of salt and glycogen and everything that makes life happy and worth living.
That's a big word for Elmo.
Yeah, and so I've slowly, I think I lost, I don't know, maybe 6 pounds of weight in like a week, which at my body weight is crazy to do. Not even like in a super insane deficit. I've been in bigger deficits before, but the issue is that this time there's just not a lot to pull on. Because I'm in that final stage. I had a goal set. March 1st, I needed to be down to a very specific weight. My goal was to be at that weight at that point. I am currently 2 weeks ahead of schedule. Not really intentionally, because I keep messing it up in a positive way.
Okay.
See, the math, right? You do the math, and I need to eat about 2,000 calories a day, approximately. So in order to lose weight at a pound a week, I need to be in a deficit of 500 calories a day. So I should be eating 1,500 calories. That's way too low. I'm supplementing with exercise. So I'm working out approximately 700 calories worth of activity, which allows me to eat closer to 2,200 calories in a day. That is fine. That works out just great. But the problem is, what I keep doing is I keep doing my 700, and then over the course of the day, I continue to be more active and end up getting closer to like 1,000 calories burned on the day. And every time, I get close to like to 900, and then every time I see that number, I go, well, wouldn't that be cool if it was 1,000? I could just round that up and it would be just fine. It would be so lovely if I could decide not to do that. Wait, what the? Am I hearing an echo? I am hearing an echo.
Are you too loud on my headphones? Sorry.
Maybe so. Hello?
Hold on.
Hello?
What about now?
He's freaking me out. No, maybe not. That might have fixed it.
Okay, I think my headphones are just too loud.
That could be it. Man, you must have me cranked.
I had you up at 100.
Oh, there you go. Anyway, yeah, I've gone over my deficit quite a bit. I'm aiming for a pound a week, and right now I'm at 1.5 pounds a week. The issue is it's a twofold kind of problem here. On one hand, this is not sustainable. I've been fantasizing about food for days. Right now, I'm like, okay, I have my coffee. I know exactly what I'm going to eat as soon as we stop recording because I'm starving. I literally can't not eat at certain times because otherwise I'll crash out for like an hour and then just have to eat. So yeah, that's on one hand, unsustainable. I cannot keep doing what I'm doing. On the other hand, I'm seeing results and I don't want to harm those results when I know the end is like
Is 9.
2 weeks away, 3 weeks away at this point. Well, potentially it's more because based on based on the amount of weight that I've lost, like I was estimating a specific number, right? I guess there's no shame in me telling the number. I was estimating 155 for myself, right? That was going to be my end goal weight with healthy fat still left on my body, not crazy, like not dying. Now I have hit 160. That was sort of this big milestone that I hit the other day that I still haven't. I guess I did kind of celebrate it yesterday because that marked a 50% overall weight loss. Like from the beginning, right? I went 320 all the way down to 160, and now that's where I am. So half of
Literally
me
half a person
is gone. Half of that person is gone. Yep.
How does it feel?
Liberating. It feels great. I'm cold and hungry, but I kind of feel like an orphan on the street. But it's lovely.
Please,
it's
sir,
nice.
may I have another?
I'm thrilled with the results. I'm very pleased with what I'm doing, but now I'm staring down the barrel of like 2 more weeks of this craziness, and I'm considering my options. Do I increase my calories, right, by like an extra 2? I could potentially be doing an extra 200 calories a day. Doesn't sound like much, but when you're going from 2,200 to, I bumped it up to 2,300 and then to 2,500, then we're looking at like 3 times. I'm looking at 2,100 extra calories. That's like a whole extra day of eating for me in a week, which is a number that's crazy. And is actually getting really close to like my maintenance already. If I continue doing that and then I jump to maintenance beyond that, I'll be able to eat like 3,000 calories a day, which is an ungodly number to think about.
Hey, just don't think about it. Worry about when you get there.
Yeah, with the level of excitement that I have is also what's leaning me towards the just keep going. Just suffer for a little while longer, knowing that there is an end goal in sight. But the problem is that the end goal has now slid slightly because, like I said, my or the goalposts moved a little bit because my goal was 155, but based on my weight now and my new, like looking at, I don't know if I'm the best judge of like where I hold fat, but I feel pretty confident in it at this point that I can look at myself in the mirror and go like, okay, yeah, you don't only have 3 pounds of fat left on you, clearly. Like, I could point at the areas that, like, that's probably 3 pounds, that's probably 3 pounds, and that's probably 3 pounds. So, for sure, I got to go a little bit lower. My initial, the crazy goal that I had set was 144. It wasn't a goal, sorry. It was math that I had done a long time ago and went, there's no way I could do 144. I would be a skeleton. And now I'm looking at that number going, I don't know. Like, if I'm not as good of a judge as I think I am about where I'm holding all of this fat, I could definitely see 150 easily. 145 would be, I think I think that's still too dangerous of a body fat percentage for me to be
I agree.
But it's
I think
so
at
much,
that point,
it's way closer than I thought it would be. Like, that's 10 extra pounds, and that does just come out of random places.
That is also true.
Like, I got hidden pockets that
all I'm saying
just keeps
is,
pulling from.
You've already got people worried about you now. If you drop down to 145, they're gonna have to start taking you to the hospital.
No,
because you're gonna be nothing but skin and bones.
That's what people say, but I think universally the people out there, there's a crowd telling me to stop and telling me that I'm done.
I'm not saying to stop. I'm just saying be careful.
I feel very confident that I am accurately keeping myself within a healthy percentage, right? Mathematically, I'm at 20% body fat. That's not crazy. That's actually sort of, I think it's in a healthy range. It's in the healthy range. But the healthy range goes down to 14%. I don't want to get below that because from what I've been told, getting below 14%, well, I guess like 12 to 14%, but I'm going to aim for 14. 12 to 14% on universally for pretty much everybody is the like a sustainable, healthy range where you can maintain it and have plenty of energy you'll also look good and feel good, but you're not going into the crazy stuff where like you can see like ab definition and every muscle and veins on your body, which I'm like, okay, that's not really the aesthetic that I'm going for. I don't want to be a bodybuilder. I just want to
Yeah.
be in the word that I used the other day was athletic light. Like, yeah,
Got it. You just really want that sleeper build, huh?
I guess the sleeper build, if that's the way you want to
Well, no,
describe
I
it, for
guess
sure.
no, I don't think it would be a sleeper build because those are kind of the opposite of what I'm thinking of. Because that would be like you wear a whole bunch of baggy clothes, people think you're just like a little twig, and then you take it off and you're just jacked.
Yeah, no, that's sort of like pump cover reveal. Sleeper build's like sleeper build is the opposite of what I had, where I could put down like 45 beers and never feel it, and they're like, man, John's got the perfect build to drink alcohol. Like,
Mm.
yeah, because I had so much fat that I could do it. Now, like one drink. Yesterday I had a margarita
Mhm.
and I was like sitting there going, man, that thing was kind of rough. It was kind of strong.
Ah, now you
They're like,
get
we
it.
actually
You
don't
know how
know
it
how much alcohol was
feels.
in this. Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was in a lightweight. I've never not been a lightweight. It's bad.
Yeah,
It's real bad.
I don't really drink that much anymore either. I can't allocate the calories, and it's just not worth it for
Yeah.
me to plan out. Like the margarita, I think it was like 230 calories or something like that. 230 calories goes a long way when it's chicken and rice. The meals that I've been having,
Mhm.
I've just been a walking red flag for like 3 days. I know all of these signs. I've seen all of these signs. And I'm still going like, you can push through this. You can do this. You've done this before. You could do it again. Right? Fantasizing about food. Mark number one.
Mhm.
I track my calories, right? So every day that I look at my little thing, I know it's getting bad when I'm at the point where I will not even consider going under my calories. There have been a couple of days in the past 3 weeks, 17 days or whatever, right? Maybe 2 days where I've gone, okay, I'm going to intentionally eat less today. One of the days was not intentionally. One of the days was I just didn't feel hungry. So I was just like, okay, I'm just not going to eat. I'll be fine.
Mhm.
And then the next day I was just back to normal, back to baseline. And then the other day that I decided to break the food thing was because we were going out to eat the day after. So I'm like, all right, I'll eat a little bit less today, like 500 calories less, and I'll just eat it tomorrow. It'll be fine. At this point, I can't consider doing that. I cannot steal from a day and eat it the next day. I
Mhm.
could borrow from tomorrow to eat today and kind of, hope that that catches me up a little bit,
Mhm.
but I cannot do the reverse because I can't fathom doing it. I couldn't go, yeah, I'm just not going to eat 500 calories today. I go, no, I'm going to.
Yeah,
How
no, that
much
would be you
how
starving
much
yourself.
food can I eat within this 2300 window?
Uh-huh.
That's marker number one. Red flag number one, right? No longer considering going lower in my calories.
Mhm.
And maybe even tipping a little bit over the top because it's hard to measure out some of that stuff. Like we went out to a Mexican joint last night. Hard to tell exactly what I ate, but I had fish and cactus, so that was hopefully pretty healthy. Red flag number two. I sleep I sleep like a brick, but a terrible brick. So like I
Uh-huh.
hit the pillow and I'm out. I'm gone. But
Mhm.
I will also wake up really early, like earlier than like an hour earlier than I need to because I'm hungry. I'll wake up going, "All right, time to go find food." And that's a flag that I saw somebody else tell me about, and I started noticing this happening in the past couple of weeks, and I went, "Oh no, now this is happening to me too." Is this what it's like getting down this low? Your body starts to revolt against you? Oh gosh. Yeah, red flag 2. Red flag 3. This actually ties into a different story, a different plan that I'm going to be telling later on the show, but we went out to get shoes. I needed to get new shoes and new hiking boots because
Mhm.
I'm planning a hiking trip and I'll tell you about that later. The reason that I bring this up is because I was really tired while we were doing it. I had lunch and I had this is red flag 4. I'm skipping ahead of 3, going to 4. Is I'm eating massive meals. Yesterday I had 8 ounces of ground beef, a cup of rice, and an entire I don't know how big the bag was, but it was an entire bag of like coleslaw mix.
Jesus.
It wasn't a lot of calories, right? It's
Coleslaw's not even that
125.
good.
It's not. It was not that great, right? But it's bulk. It
Mm.
fills up the stomach and it makes you feel full and it takes time to digest. This is like a hack that I was trying to follow from somebody online because I personally don't really like coleslaw that much. But I mean, it was just like shredded lettuce and cabbage and something else, right? So it's just green stuff, right?
Mm.
As opposed to I've been eating broccoli or mixed vegetables with it instead. So just this massive bowl of food that I eat the entire thing of, and my little gauge of hunger, it doesn't even get close to the top. And it's an unfathomable amount of food. It's stupid how much it was. And I just kept eating it, kept eating it. And I'm like, this is just not full. Then I had to go get like an egg on top of it. And then I had a protein bar. And then I took another protein bar when we went shopping because I had to go get shoes. And I was like tired the entire time that we were out there walking around the store and finally did get my shoes. And I don't know how tiring getting shoes is for you, but you got to put them on.
I can't say too much.
You got to tie them and you got to see how they fit. You got to walk around and you got to come back and you got to untie them. That doesn't sound like a lot, but I was like rapidly losing energy. But then when I finally found the shoes that I wanted, I was like carrying them in my arms and we were standing in like the little checkout line. And I was just standing there and my entire body, like all of the muscles in my body started going, you should sit down, maybe lay down like right now. And I'm just standing there going, oh gosh, okay, you can make this. You can make it to the checkout. You'll check out. You're going to make it to the car. You're going to eat your emergency bar that you brought because you knew you were going to be hungry. It's going to be fine. And
Good
I like
Lord.
mentally coached myself through this muscles burning. I'm carrying 2 pairs of shoes at this point. Like they're not even close. I use like 2 25-pound dumbbells for like a lot of my exercises, right? So that's like 50 pounds that I'm used to carrying. I carry 2 pairs of shoes that are like, I don't know, 10 pounds. And my arms are burning and like my core is hurting and my legs are tired. Like this is awful. What is
Good
happening to me right
Lord.
now?
Your body's deteriorating, man.
It is. It's crazy not having any of this.
I couldn't do that.
That red flag number, I don't even know what red flag that was. Too high.
Too many.
Watching all of these red flags happening, going, all right, we got to do something about this. It's unsustainable. I need to chill. Yesterday, so one of the things I was trying to do in the new year is strength train 3 times a week. People have been telling me to do this forever. I didn't really want to do it. I still don't want to do it because I don't like working out that much. But I try to do it 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, or something in that range, right? Workout, rest day, workout, rest day. Yesterday, it took me an hour to motivate myself to get my dumbbells. I was like, all right, I know what I need to do. Yeah, I know what I need. This is the thought process in my head, right? I know what I need to do. Today's my day to work out. I'm going to go and grab them. I'm going to put them on the ground. And then I'm going to pick them up and we're going to work out. And I went, maybe I should take out the trash before I do that. There it
is.
And so then I went and I grabbed.
I already knew this was
trash. I took my trash and I cut down some cardboard boxes and took all this stuff out to the trash. And then I came back and then I sat down. And I still haven't picked up my weights at this point. But they're still over there where I usually keep them stored. And I saw them on the way in and I went, oh, okay, I'm just going to sit down and rest for a minute because I'm tired. I'll be back and get you. Right. So I go over here. I sit down. I'm sitting in this chair that I'm sitting in now. And I'm like, oh, God. Oh, gosh. I'm looking up, I'm like playing on my phone for a minute, going like, just catch your breath. You're going to be fine. Right. And then maybe 45 minutes of me going, okay, all right, we'll do it in like working up to 8:30. Right. I was like, all right, I'll do it at 8:30. 8:30. Not really. I don't really feel I don't have the energy. Right. Let's go 8:45. Let's go 8:45. Give myself an extra 15. Right. 45 comes around. Still not
really
ready.
Feeling it.
Still not really feeling it. Right. 9 o'clock. I'm like, okay, all right, 9 o'clock. Like, damn it, it's getting too late. I don't want to work out too close to bedtime. So get up. And I finally motivated myself. I got up and I grabbed my weights and I put them down. And I got ready. to pick them back up and start doing exercises. And I got a phone call from my friend,
Oh no.
and we ended up talking for like an hour. And I was standing there over my weights, getting ready to start doing stuff.
This
And I
is
was,
about an hour and a half now.
well, this is at the beginning, right? I just put him down,
Mm.
got the phone call. I was literally I selected the music that I wanted to listen to pick up the weights. I
Mhm.
hit play, got a note into it, and then got the call. And I was like, oh man, do I just not answer this? Because I finally motivated myself to actually do this. I went, no, I should answer it. So I answered it, and I was like, okay, yeah. And then I explained, like, I'm standing over my weights, trying to motivate myself. And then I ended up just laying down on the bed and talking for an hour. And then finally afterwards, managed to get myself up and actually do a bare minimum workout. And
Yeah.
then, that was the end of my night. So yeah, I'm in the thick of it right now, and I don't want to stop my progress, but I also it's a balancing act. How far can I go before I break? And I don't know.
Hopefully we don't break. That would not
Yeah,
be swell.
I don't know what breaking looks like, because I'm not really a person that just like binges when I'm really hungry. Like
Mhm.
this morning, right? I was starving. But the thing is, I have all this great food, right? I still have the candy salad that I made last year. I love
Mhm.
that stuff. I have like trail mix that I really enjoy. I have a bunch of food that I really, really enjoy. And I was looking at all of it going, I don't want any of that. I just want to eat my giant meal. And
You don't want to
but it was like
snack
8 in the
anymore.
morning. Yeah, like
Yeah.
none of this food is appetizing to me. I just want the thing that will fill me up, because I know I'm going to eat. If I do eat like a full meal of gummy worms, I'm going to be hungry 2 hours later, and all of those
Yeah.
calories will be just gone. So all of that is initially like, yeah, that would taste good, I guess. But the fact that I'm going to be starving shortly after makes it unappetizing. So I just like, I'm looking at all this stuff going, I could eat it, but I don't want to. I
Yeah.
only want to eat the thing that is really good for me and healthy and will fill me up. But yeah.
Can't relate at all. I eat whatever I want.
I don't
Literally.
know what the breaking point's going to be. And I think it's going to be soon.
Well, hopefully we don't get to that point. Hopefully you'll get to your goal and finally start doing the changes that you need, so you don't.
I am
I don't
seeing
even
the
know what the
changes.
breaking
That's the
point.
thing. I am seeing the changes. I lost
Yeah.
2 inches off of my waistline the last
Ow.
segment, right? I measure myself. I take measurements every 2 weeks, every 10 pounds, which I'm
Mm.
lowering that now because I don't have 10 pounds to lose. I think I'm changing it to either weekly, or I'm going to do it like every 2.5 to 5 pounds. But I mean, it's working, right? That's
Mm.
the problem. It is working. And prior to this, I feel like I've been going on easy mode. And in the moment when I was doing what I now consider easy mode, it was not easy mode. This is the hardest thing I've ever done. Now I'm doing the hardest thing I've ever done again. And that's just like
Yeah.
what this has been for the past 3.5 years.
That's
It
what happens when you push
sucks.
yourself to the limits.
It sucks. I can't even fathom doing what I was doing when I first started, when I was back up living with y'all, right?
Mm.
What was that show? I mean, maybe it was like My 600-Pound Life or something like that. I'd seen a couple of
Mm.
clips from that, which, this was back when I was 300 plus pounds. And their stuff they were doing on there was, I think the doctor on there basically slashed their calories, like eat 800 calories a day. You don't have to move, because at that size, it's dangerous to move. Like, you risk injuring yourself. That's why I couldn't run. I could lift weights, yeah, but like walking risked injury because extra joint damage and stuff like that. So the ideal way to do it in my head, and according to that doctor, was to just cut your calories out and drop like 50 pounds. Then you can start incorporating light movement and
Mm.
increasing your calories slowly. It's kind of what I did, because I dropped down to 800 and lasted a month of that and saw good results. Yeah,
Drop
but
down to 800.
yeah, 800. When I was living with y'all, I was doing 800 a
800
day.
calories. I thought you were talking about pounds. I was like, that doesn't sound right.
No. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was doing 800 calories in but not exercising because I didn't want to or need to or think it was safe. And it worked. It was perfectly fine for a month. Then I kind of freaked out and was like, all right, this can't work. I can't do this for very long term. And obviously the guy doesn't recommend it for long term. He recommends it for a very short amount of time. So you do that 800, you push through that, you're good, you're great. Then I increased it, I think it was to 1200, and still didn't really incorporate any movement because I was still seeing weight loss really easily. And I think I kind of coasted with that like 1200 for a little while until I stopped seeing as rapid results and then jumped up to 1800, but then started incorporating activity.
Okay.
And then I think I was at 1800 for the better part of probably a year, maybe 2 years, until I steadily increased to 1900 last year, and then 2000, 2100, 2200. Now I'm at 2300, threatening myself going to 2500 because of the extra movement that I'm doing. So
I mean, you need it though for the energy, so it's fine.
Yes. It's not a bad thing by any means. I just don't want the balancing act to be thrown totally off. I am going harder than I intended. I intended 1 pound a week, and 1.5 pounds is a little bit over what I'm trying to do. But if I'm seeing results and I can still keep going, I think I should still keep going. And I want to at least try, right? Today's not too bad. Today we're recording this, and then, I don't know, nothing. I think I have nothing, because D&D we're running tomorrow. So I get to kind of veg out. I get to just like do my regular walk and then eat some food and relax. I'm not going to be working today, so it's going to be great.
Good.
And then tomorrow, same kind of concept. Maybe running D&D, but not recording this, so I could sleep in a little bit later. I can eat. I can relax in the morning. Then it's milk day, right? Martin Luther King. Not working that day either. That's a day off.
Oh, must be nice.
You don't get milk day off? It's a federal holiday. You have to get that off.
I'm pretty sure we don't. Hold on, let me check.
Yo, that's illegal. That got made
because I'm
even more so.
I don't think we get Juneteenth off either.
I don't think Juneteenth is official.
It is for me. I will be taking that day off.
You like Juneteenth more than Milk Day?
Well, Milk Day usually a lot of places give you off, so I don't know. I'm checking.
That's what I'm saying.
I need a new password? I don't think so.
Oh, brother. Well, anyway, while he's checking that, one of the reasons that I was getting boots, I need to get shoes, is I am in the midst of planning a trip out to Big Bend National Park.
Whoa.
It's been a long time since I've gone on a official camping trip, let alone a backpacking trip. Our plan right now, there's 4 of us that are going, tentatively. This 4 may turn into 2. But there were, I think, 7 people invited initially. And, I'm whoever comes with me, I'm going. I made the booking. I'm going myself. So we're planning on going out there. I want to say the official dates. That way I won't run into any, e-stalkers, as it were. But if you want to go camp out at Big Bend for the next month, I'll be there eventually. Because we're going out there, we're going to do a 3-day hike.
Oh, you're going soon.
It is soon, yeah. There's a big reconstruction effort happening, I think, at the end of February. Because there was a fire that broke some of the, like half of the trail got like burned 2 or 3 years ago now. And then they're doing some other something. So they're doing a big reconstruction effort. And we're going out there prior to all of that because they're going to be shutting down a lot of the park to rebuild it. So we're going to be going on a 3-day backpacking tour, hiking in 6 miles to a campsite, setting up, and then the next day packing up and hiking 4 miles, I think, to the next campsite, setting up, and then the last day packing up and heading out. So it's going to be really pretty, really nice, and probably cold.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the trial by fire, sort of jump in at the deep end, because I want to try and get out and do more backpacking.
Yeah.
I like hiking in general, and backpacking is just that plus more time. Like,
Mhm.
a hike is a day, right? I think I was averaging maybe 20 minutes a mile, without sort of a big pack on. So we were trying to do the math yesterday. Like, when do we need to leave? Because it's like a 6-hour drive from where we are to get to Big Bend.
Yeah.
And then it's a hike in, and they say not to try to find the campsites in the dark because it's wilderness out there. So we're like, okay, well, let's backtrack from like 5, right? 5 is maybe when the sun's going to go down. So let's give ourselves maybe 3
Just leave it
hours to.
like 9.
No, we couldn't leave it. If we left at 9, that would get us in at like 3 p.m., right? Then we
Oh.
would have to hike in 3 hours, is what I was approximately
Oh, so y'all
estimating,
gotta
right?
leave like
6 miles.
sunrise. Y'all gotta leave at dawn.
We were thinking 5 or 6 in the morning
Good lord.
to drive out over there. And then once we're out over there, then we can hike in
Mhm.
and we won't have any problems missing sunset. But the reason I had to get boots because I don't have any boots. I had to get shoes because this has been one of the scariest things of my weight loss journey. I used to wear size 13 shoes. I now wear size 11 shoes.
What the hell?
Yep. Yep. I think it was never really the toe that was the problem. It was sort of the width of it. And yeah, I've gone down 2 whole shoe sizes, which is
That's wild.
kind of crazy. Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It
I wonder
is.
how
That's
so.
another reason why when people go like, no, you don't have any more fat dudes. I'm like, brother, I lost 2 inches out of my foot. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know where you think I hold weight, but the foot was not what I expected.
Yeah, same. I don't know how much I would lose then. It doesn't help that I have flat feet either, so I don't know how much that would change. If
Yeah.
that would change anything, honestly.
I mean, I would probably say, depending on what percentage you're at, probably 1 shoe size at least. If you go down to
Gotcha.
like as low as I am,
Yeah.
like it's unnerving.
I
It's the
probably
same
have to
thing
get
as
down
happened
to
with my
like
fingers, where my ring doesn't fit anymore. I just pull this sucker off.
yeah. I got sausages.
Yeah, that's another thing. Wait, hold on, hold on. You can see. I don't know if you can see this, but like, you can't. Hold on. Wait. Let me do this. Wait. Look at. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
It was there for a second.
It's on for just a sec. Look at that. Look at that
Good lord.
freaky gap in my hand.
That's wild.
Why is there a gap right there?
Is that where
I
you
think
wear
it's
your
because
ring?
like my middle finger, my pointer finger is like weirdly tilted. Sorry, can you even hear me? I'm like
I
talking
can
way off the mic.
No, I can hear you. It's not just your pointer finger, your middle finger is also oddly shaped too, respectfully.
No, my middle finger is straight as an arrow, brother. But this little dude,
Oh.
you
It's
see that?
coived.
Right? Like it's fine. And then I do this, and it's like you can tell, right?
Oh
Straight,
yeah.
straight, weirdly bent.
What did you
They
do to
both
your
do
Are
that,
they
right?
both like that?
Yeah.
Oh. God, your
So
fingers are
weird.
long.
They're not long. My fingers are perfectly normal. Actually, I think I do have long fingers. I think that's because of
You're
musical
tall.
instrumentation.
Oh, that
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I got like sausage links for fingers. Mine don't have
Those will
that
go away,
weird gap
man.
right
Yeah.
now. I mean, mine go relatively straight, actually. So maybe it's like a genetic thing or like
Yeah,
a
I think it is.
DNA kind of deal. Because I also have like the pointed thumb, the high pitch thumb.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Yeah,
Mine's very
and
normal.
mine don't curve too bad, but they
Yep.
do curve. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know what
that's
you're
my
talking
big
about.
plan that I'm excited for. Outside of getting to eat food again.
Let me
Although
think.
I don't know how. So like, I don't know if you've ever been backpacking before, but you kind of have to bring food. You know, it's 3 days. My plan right now,
Just
I
meal
need
prep.
kind of. I need to devise a plan, and I was like, oh, maybe I could do this like mathematically with our calorie counts, right? Like, because I eat 2,300 a day. If we're gonna be exercising out there, I'm not gonna be on a deficit. I'm going to at least go to maintenance, probably some more. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, me at a minimum, 3,000 calories a day, right? My friend at a minimum, like he's like a bigger dude, 3,000 at a day minimum, right? The other 2 people, they might be a little bit less, but I'm just like, maybe we just do 3,000 across the board, right?
Yeah.
So 3,000 times 4, 12,000, times 3 days is 36,000 calories.
Mhm.
Like, that's a lot of Cliff Bars if we're gonna be eating that. A lot of trail mix. I was reading up on some of the people. I'm trying to do like research because the last time that I went backpacking, I was in the Boy Scouts, and we didn't have to worry. We didn't do what we're doing this time.
Yeah.
Our backpacking was, we like travel to a site and then we set down at that site and then we day pack out. So we just take like, water and like a snack. And then we come back at like 5 and eat at the camp where we have a campsite and a campfire and a stove all set up there. We just cook our food, right? I don't really want us to carry all that stuff in there if we don't have to. That's
Yeah.
extra weight that we're going to be carrying. We're already going to have to be carrying in all of our water because there's no water in the Chisos Basin. It's a desert, first of all, and second of all, fire damage. Although I've been told there are spigots, I don't know if I could trust that. I intend on carrying in 2 gallons of water. And I don't know if you've ever carried 2 gallons of water before, but it's
It's
heavy.
not easy.
It's heavy. And food and clothing, like, one extra change of clothes or something, maybe. Or I just wear my 1 pair of jeans the entire time. Plus the backpack, plus the tent and all this stuff, right? So I'm having to like look at all this stuff logistically. So I'm doing research. Like, all right, I don't really remember all of this too well. I'll try. And one of the people recommended you just like super load a meal at the beginning of the hike. So right when we get there, we just have a feast.
Yeah.
And we eat like 2,000 calories and then we just go. And have like a snack at the end of the day. And then we only really need to pack in like food for day 2 and food for the first half of day 3. Then we can have a third big meal after we get out of there. Like, all right, that's actually not too bad. That's just a day and a half of food, which is only, 12,000 and a half, 18,000, right? Calories spread across the group. So that's like, I think that's super doable. I think we could suffer for a day and eat just Cliff Bars and trail mix for a day. Personally. But I want to swing it to the group and see exactly what they think.
Yeah, see, me personally, I feel like that's cool, but I'd want to eat other things too, just for like flavor's sake. But that's also just because I'm kind of a picky eater. I've learned over time,
Sure.
and whenever I get like the taste for something specific, I want that specific thing. Or like because
You
I
can't
know
turn that off for a day?
well, y'all are gonna be gone for what, 3 days?
Kind of. I mean, you can keep, like, say you really wanted gummy worms, keep them in the car. Bring them with us.
Fair
It
enough.
doesn't matter. You pack yourself.
I guess it's more so whenever I'm like just in a picky mood, because like lately, I've been trying to eat at home more and stop ordering out as much, which that's still a thing we're working on. But like, I have stuff to make food, so it's like, oh, cool, I'll make some food since I know I have the food and I
Yeah.
know I can remember things I got. I can make a meal out of this or this or that. But then some days, like I'll be on the way. It's usually like on work days. I'll be on the way home. I'm like, I don't want to cook. I really want a burger from this place. I'm gonna get a burger
Oh.
from this place.
Yeah.
So I think it might be a little different. But
I don't blame you, though. That's why I meal prep.
yeah,
I hate cooking.
fair enough.
That's
I
another
like
thing I started.
cooking.
Yeah.
I just don't like, or I like the act of cooking. I just don't like the amount of time it takes.
I agree with that. I agree with that sentimentality. Yeah. I don't mind the cooking process. It's just like when I have to go for an hour to make food that I'm going to eat in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, that's so not
It's
worth
ridiculous.
my time. Yep.
I'm trying to think of something I have coming up, so I can talk about it because I haven't really talked today.
Yeah.
My anniversary is coming up. It's
Of what?
next of my relationship.
Nice. Okay.
It'll be
Congratulations.
1 year in February.
That's
The problem
great.
is I don't know what day.
Oh,
I know it's within the first 2 weeks because it's before Valentine's
hey,
Day.
yeah, just call it Valentine's Day.
Might as well. I might ask, be like, hey, so do you remember what day?
Yeah, what was the official one? You don't have like text logs, or did you ask each other in person?
This was in person, and it was the way that it happened was the way that it happened was different.
Yeah.
Because we had been like in the dating phase for several months. We weren't like officially in a relationship.
Oh, okay,
And
sure.
then I don't remember what I had said, but I had said something, and then he said something, and then uh I think he referred to me as his boyfriend whenever like he was talking to his friends or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, "Oh, so I'm your boyfriend." And he goes, "I don't know, are you?" Or like, "I don't
Ah.
know, are we dating?" Or like whatever. And so then I was like,
Yeah.
you know, fuck it, why not? We've been doing this for a long time
Hey,
anyways.
okay.
And then I asked him out. That I think that's what happened. I don't quite remember the
Hmm.
exact events, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Nice.
Um,
The certified meet cute story.
yeah.
Is
Well,
it? Wait, is this like a what do you call it? Like when the extrovert adopts the introvert?
kind of. Yeah, he's definitely a lot more introverted than I am. I'm kind of like in the middle. I'm like an ambivert.
Wait, you said he's more introverted?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
is not. He's not a
Interesting.
social guy. He's
I
also
see.
very shy, and I'm
Hmm.
socially awkward. He's socially awkward, but more.
Yeah.
Um, and so it's cute. But
Interesting.
yeah, he we don't really go out too much because
Hmm.
he either just doesn't have energy or he's tired, or I don't have the energy and I'm tired. We were gonna go out a few weeks ago, but then he was like, I'm not really feeling like it. I was like, oh, okay. So then I was like, okay, whatever, we can just hang out. And so he came over and he was all dressed up and he goes,
Oh.
I thought you still wanted to go out. And I was like, you told me you didn't want it to, so I just put
Oh
on
my
like
God.
PJs or something.
Yeah.
I was like, you should have told me. I would have dressed up too. He goes, do you still want to? At that point, it was like 8, 9 o'clock, and like the only things that would have been open would be like the bars. And I was like,
Oh, sure.
not really. Let's find
Yeah.
something to watch.
At that point, it's just a Netflix and chill kind of night.
Yeah, that's how most of the nights go, or I guess
Hmm.
YouTube and chill.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But we're trying to start a new series together, so we're hopeful, or the plan is to start watching Abbott Elementary.
Oh,
Um,
like a TV series.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which that's been on both our Reddits for a while, and so we would just keep sending each other
Oh my
clips from it,
gosh.
and we're like, we need to watch this show together.
Yeah,
Um,
you are like an
so
old married couple already.
calm down with
Let's
the
find a
Mary.
new show to
I
watch.
did. What's it called? I don't know how we got into the conversation of like living together, but we
Hmm.
talked about it like briefly, and then he was just talking about how like he's really messy or whatever. And I was like, "You're not
Oh,
that bad." And he goes, "No, like it's worse than you think." And I was like, "Well, that's why we're gonna have 2 separate bedrooms.
hmm.
Mine's gonna be a little bit messy. Yours is gonna be super messy. We'll sleep together in the same bed. It's cool. But you can keep all your stuff in your room. I'll keep all my stuff in my room. Because as you know, I've got a bit of a collection growing.
Sure.
If you look at that wall, I think at this point I have at least 70 figures, if not more.
70?
Yeah, I need to
Wow.
do an actual count. But I've been collecting since 2018.
Yeah. I
I
just
could have
remember
a lot
your
more if I was
yeah.
not if I had a lot less impulse control like I used to. But
Oh,
now it's very much like I get a pair every couple of months.
I see. Yeah.
Before it would be like every paycheck.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
um,
I just remember seeing your wall and you only had like 10 to 12.
it's grown vastly since
That's
then.
great.
Because like I've got 3 shelves on this wall full of
Yeah.
figures. I've got a stand over there that Jacob got me that's in the corner full of figures. I got some on my
Ah.
dresser. I have some out there on our bookcase and on some
Oh,
other
okay.
shelves out there too. It
Maybe I hadn't seen the ones that were out in there. I don't remember seeing those.
I don't think they were out because we didn't even have a bookcase out there when you lived here.
Oh, okay.
You'll see whenever if you ever come up and hang out with me.
Hey,
But
couple of months.
if
Yep.
you walk like if you look at my closet, I have
Yeah.
most of the boxes just up there. It's just like a wall of
I see.
boxes. But that's actually the other thing when you were talking about how you were supposed to work out and then you did everything else. But
Yeah.
I kind of learned that if I want to do something really bad, I need to find something else that I need to do and not do that thing so I can do the first thing.
Isn't that a
So
crazy motivator?
it's wild.
What's up with that? I need
I
like a
did
psychologist to explain that.
ADHD, man.
I guess.
I washed all of my laundry on Sunday. And it wasn't until Thursday that I folded all my clothes.
Oh yeah, okay.
One, because I was just tired. Two, I really just didn't want to.
Dude.
It was a long week. And
Folding
so what ended up
clothes?
happening on
Yeah.
Thursday, my clothes just sat on my bed.
Mhm.
I'm a small guy. I've got a full size bed. I just need half a bed to sleep on. My roommates say I have a nest whenever I do that. They're
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, you have a little autism nest," and I'm like, "That's disrespectful."
Oh, yeah.
Um, and so
Fitting,
I
but
was
yeah,
like, I've been
disrespectful.
planning to deep clean my room for the last several weeks
Mm,
at this point too, because
sure.
the holiday blues have been hitting hard.
Ah, yeah.
So I came home and I was like, I'm folding my clothes today. I'm gonna
Okay.
do it. And instead, I unboxed the figures I got for Christmas and put them out. I
Okay.
started grabbing boxes and crushing them down and putting them in my little storage box. I
Nice,
only
yeah.
got through like 6, and then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then I started cleaning my room. Didn't touch my laundry, by the way. And it
Ah,
wasn't until 2 of my roommates were in my room and we were just chit chatting and talking, or they were talking about something. I had like mentally checked out of the conversation. And I was
oh,
like
yeah.
staring at my clothes, and I was like, I should fold these now. So then I folded all my clothes while they were chit chatting the whole time, and I finally
Hey,
put them
yeah.
all away. Um, so yeah, I've already known this, but I'm becoming more and more conscious of it. Another thing, last night I was like, damn, I really don't want to record tomorrow. I just want to sleep in
Hmm.
because I went to bed at like 1 o'clock. Then I got
Oh,
up
goodness.
at like 9 today,
Yeah.
and I was like, dang, I really need to wake up. I went to the bathroom. That's when I texted you the good news, bad news. And then I
Oh,
came to
yeah.
my room and I was like,
You don't sound like you're dying, by the way. You sound
thank
fine.
God. No, when I woke up, I sounded more like this, and the vocal fry was so bad.
Oh, yeah.
But we're awake now, so we're good. And the
Good,
congestion's
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of going away too.
Nice, okay.
But yeah, I sat down on my computer and because I don't ever turn it off. I should probably do that, but like I just put it to sleep and then walk away from it. And
Yeah.
so I opened it up, and it was about 20 minutes before we were supposed to start recording,
Okay.
and all of the stuff I've been working on for my my little comic book,
Oh, yeah.
because I've been working on a an anime opening for it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so I was like, instead of sitting here getting ready for this or like writing down topics or anything, I spent the next 25 minutes working on that whole thing, and
Oh.
like, or not working on it, but working on things to make it, to make the things
Hmm.
that I want to make happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Working on modding it pretty much.
Nice,
And
okay.
going through that, writing stuff down. And then I was like, shoot, it's 11. Okay. Let me keep working on this real quick.
It's good that you use the not wanting to do something else as a motivator to do something
Yes.
in a positive manner. Because a lot of people just get stuck in doom scroll. Where they
I
just
do
sit
that
there and go
too.
like, all right, I'm just gonna watch TikTok for the next 45 minutes.
I think that's whenever I have one singular thing, I'm like, I have to do it.
Yeah.
Like when I said my depression room was, my depression pad was awful.
Oh god.
Like I had trash in here that built up for like 2 weeks. And it
Oh
wasn't a lot,
yeah.
and it wasn't like all
Mm-hmm.
over the place. It was all around. Like the trash can was full. I had like big bag for like Wingstop or like McDonald's full of
Oh,
trash. I
okay,
had like
sure.
2 of those. And then one day I was just like, I can't believe I live like this. And then I just started cleaning my room. Because it was just like, and like my room isn't dirty.
Yeah.
I told my roommate, I was like, my room isn't dirty. I just have too much
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And there's
Yeah,
stuff that
man.
has a place, and then there's things that don't have a place. And the things that don't have a place end up in the place where stuff is supposed to go. So now everything's displaced. And so I
Yeah.
just need to go through everything and just make everything look good and livable. But I haven't reached that point yet.
Yeah.
That's what I
You
was
need
doing when I started cleaning my
another
room
room.
instead of folding my laundry. Because I cleaned off my dresser, which just had everything just thrown on it.
Oh yeah.
Like I had old mail, cards,
Yep.
what's it called? Some food up there, bandages, just a whole bunch of random things. And I was like, why is this even here? The same thing with my desk. I need to clean this off because it's just got a whole bunch of random stuff just thrown up here. And it's just what
I
it
feel
is
that.
everywhere, no matter where I look. And it's like, why am I like this? My fucking nightstand, the way that my nightstand works is whenever I get home from work, I
Oh
just throw
yeah.
whatever's in my pockets onto my nightstand.
Yep.
Or cups. And now it's just covered full of stuff. And I'm like, how did this get like this? So I have to go through
Mm.
that. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do to clean my room is just one section at a time, figure out what
Oh
needs to
yeah.
be there and what doesn't, move it somewhere else, and then just slowly shift and sift everything. And then we'll be
Yep.
good.
I also have the landing desk right next to my door. I try and only keep my keys, wallet, and like sunglasses there now
Yeah.
because every time I also that's my like the incoming outgoing mail section. So like if I
Mm-hmm.
need to take something out of my room somewhere else, I put it there. That way when I'm walking into the room or walking out of the room, I should say, I go, oh yeah, grab that and take it with me, right?
Yeah.
But then sometimes I put like 4 or 5 things there that I want to take out, and I'm like, okay, I have no room for other stuff, and then it starts spreading over into other
Mm-hmm.
sections. Like, ah, God.
Yeah. It doesn't help that I don't have, because like usually I eat in my bed. I'll be honest. I eat in my bed. I don't have
Dangerous
anywhere
game,
to,
that.
huh?
It's a dangerous game, that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't have anywhere for like me to put like drinks or anything, so I always put them on the nightstand. But like I
Uh-huh.
lay my head on that end of the bed, or like I'm usually on that end of the bed, and
Oh,
so
right.
I'll just be eating and I'm like, I'm thirsty. God dang it. And I have to like reach all the way over. Sometimes, or I used to put it on my dresser, but now there's too
Yeah.
much stuff on my dresser for me to do that. I used
Mm-hmm.
to put it on my windowsill. But now I have, what's it called? Blackout curtains that are way too long and way too
Oh.
big. So if I want to put anything on there, there's a crunch bar over there. I have to open up the curtain and put it. So no, okay. So let me explain myself.
Uh-huh, yeah. Why is it
So
one all the way over there?
so my roommate, she was like, "Can I have crunch bars?" I was like, "Sure," because I had like a bag of them, like the
Yeah.
tiny crunch bars. And so I gave her some. And then later on, when we were just talking in my room, she pulls out of her pocket. She goes, "Can I trade?" Because it was melted. And
Oh.
I was like, "Yeah, sure." Oh, okay. And she was like, "Just put it in the fridge." I was like, "No." And I threw it on my windowsill because it was cold last night.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, and I just remembered that it's over there.
So you have a melted crunch bar over on your
It's not melted
windowsill.
anymore. Probably. I don't think it's hot right
Previously
now.
melted. Yeah.
What's the weather like? Yeah, right now it's
Cold.
39.
It's
So it's not
cold.
melted. It's cold.
You see this? Cold. It's freezing. I
I love
am
this
wearing pants,
jacket.
unlike somebody else in this group, Chad.
I really like this jacket. This sweater, this hoodie. It's cute.
It's
And
nice.
it's bright
I like color
colors.
block. That sort of aesthetic
Yes.
is very cool. I think
It's
it's
the
very
greatest.
cool.
Like I actually got it.
Wait,
I
what is
originally
this
got
thing
this
right here?
for
What's that?
uh it says 1685. I don't know if that's like a brand or something.
1685. Is that a
I don't know.
what happened in 1685? The Battle of Waterloo?
Probably. But the funny thing about this sweater or this hoodie is I originally got it from my ex because he really likes like the color block kind of like 90s aesthetic.
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Oh, I'm going to get this for you." And it's supposed to be his size. He's a big and tall guy. I think it was supposed to be like a 2X. I think it was supposed to be a 2X.
Okay.
This is not a 2X. This fits me.
Does that say it's a 2X?
I don't know. I forgot I'm bald. Hold on. But yeah, I just remember getting it and looking at it, like before even trying it out or anything. I looked at it
Yeah.
and said, "This is not going to fit him."
Oh gosh. Well, while he's
yeah.
stripping for the
It says
camera,
it's a 2X. Hold on.
2X. Wow.
Ugh.
Oh, he's leaving. The
This thing
1685.
barely fits me.
Wow,
Oh, it
yeah,
doesn't
look at
barely
that.
fit. This thing fits me like nicely. It's not snug or nothing. This is like if it was an extra large.
Yeah.
And like he's big and tall. He's 6. I think he was 6'3". So he's like
Okay.
up here, and he's a bigger guy. So
Oh,
it's
that
like,
would have
if
been
this
like,
fits me, there's no way it's gonna fit him.
yeah, that would have been up to his belly button.
So
or
he was like,
something.
"You could just keep the jacket," and I felt really sad because I was like, "I got it for you." It was a whole thing, but I
Well,
really like this. I really like it.
yeah, well, way to rep the King James II. He ascended to the throne in 1685, and there was a French fort established in Texas. So I don't know which one of those your thing is related to, but
Hold on.
René Robert Cavalier, Sieur de la Salle. Sounds like a cool dude.
I see. Hold on.
Oh, the
okay.
portable camera was also invented that year.
Nice. So the King James version of the Bible is based on King James the First. I thought it was King James the Second.
Oh,
So
his
I'm not repping
kid.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. I don't know anything about King James II, but he consolidated the New England colonies under the dominion of New England, dissolving local assemblies. He took
Oh.
over. He's a tyrant. King James II, the tyrant, they
What
called him.
else can I talk about?
He was beheaded, and then his son was also beheaded. We beheaded everybody.
I'm cold. There's nothing else
Same
for me
here.
to talk about right now. Do I have anything exciting going on in my life? Not really.
You
All I
know,
do is
that
just
was,
work.
I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but like the time frames of me looking at my entire year going, oh, I have one thing planned. That was like what spurred me on to want to go like, all right, let's make the Big Bend trip happen.
Mm.
Between me going, I have nothing planned for this year. I have 3 things are now happening. I have the Big Bend trip this month, quote unquote, soon. Then I got a friend of mine is getting married. I think there's an engagement party or something like that that is 4 hours from where I am. So that's going to be a trip out there. And I'm like, all right. So goal number 1, make it to Big Bend. Goal number 2, make it to this wedding thing. Then I got like a 3-month stretch of I got to figure out something. Then I get to go on like a vacation in the middle of summer. Then that's as far as I plan. So I got 3 things coming up. Oh yeah, actually 4 things. Because wait, let me see. Right. So January, Big Bend. February, friends. It's not their wedding; it's their engagement party. I don't really know what the difference is there.
I just looked it up and it's like, oh, this is a celebration that now we're engaged.
I see, but from what I've been told, it's going to be nutso because the guy's fiance is Arabic.
Oh.
And her family is putting it on, and the guy was like, "You've never partied with Arabs before. They're crazy." So I'm like, "All right, sick.
I see.
I'm in for that." So that's my February, and then March. March is nothing.
For now.
March is a chill month.
For now.
Wait, where is our thing?
That's in June.
That's right. Okay, yes. So again, yeah, I have 3 months, right? March is nothing. April, I get to celebrate becoming awesome. And then May, nothing really happening that month. And then June, our thing. And then July, my vacation. And then the rest of the year is open. So I have to figure out if I'm doing one thing a month, right? Yeah, exactly. For now.
You do something for March.
I just have to figure out what to do in March, April, and May.
I gotta figure out what in April already.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do in April. I know I'm doing something because birthday, obviously. That is going to be cool.
Will be your last birthday in your 20s.
Yeah, the old 2-9. 2-9 fish sandwich. Maybe that's what I'll do. Sorry.
I hate that. Shut up. I mean, that's a lot more than I have planned right now. I know
my 3 things, my 4 things.
Yeah.
Well, one of those 4 things is your thing, so you have one.
So I have 2 things that I know for. This is the problem with Isaiah is my brain will not allow me to. It's very difficult. Not difficult. It's a very tough process for my brain to make plans far out.
Yeah, I get that.
Because if anybody ever asks me, my first thought is, well, I don't know if I'm going to be available for that yet. Because it's so far out.
Just because of like work, or you just don't think
you'll
be up to it
life,
in the time?
Money.
Yeah.
Just there's so many factors that I don't know.
I understand.
So, but things that have been talked about so far is might start or later this month. Anthony is going to be starting a new campaign.
Nice.
Not for D&D, but for Monsters of the Week.
Right, sure.
And so I have been.
Hey, you banned the D&D talk this time.
This isn't D&D. So there's that. Next month, me and Anthony's fiance, we're supposed to go see Baby No Money in concert. We still need to buy tickets, though. I need to talk to him about that. But I get paid next Friday, so hopefully I can get those then. We'll see. But that'll be fun because that'll also be my very first concert ever.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, Baby No Money was my favorite artist last year. Right now,
Yeah.
he's still up there. I think it's
Yeah.
signed for somebody else. I forgot who I'm thinking of right now, but we'll
Hmm.
come back to that. And then in March, Chanel has a conference for her anthropology. It's an anthropology conference,
Right.
where a whole bunch of anthropologists in the nation kind of meet up and just like present their research and things like that. And
Cool.
she's
Yeah.
going to be presenting
Nice.
her
Okay.
research, and she wants me to go with her. And there's two of them. There's one in New Mexico, and then one that's down in, I think, Austin or San Antonio,
Oh,
one of those two. And
okay.
so I'm for sure going to one of those. I don't know which one, but if
Nice.
because it's supposed to be back to back, if I can get all the time off, I'm gonna go to both.
Nice. That'll be
Um,
awesome.
so, and then one of the things that me and Chanel have always wanted to do is go to New Mexico because it's just a place that we've learned is just very beautiful.
It is
So we
100%.
want to go. We want to go there and do that. That would be
Hmm.
fun. And then of course my thing with you this summer.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of. Oh, Jacob's birthday's coming up next month, so I guess we're doing something for his birthday.
Yeah, I got to figure that out.
And Chanel's birthday's in May, so probably do something there.
I mean, looking at the timelines, it is very hard to. I don't know how people do it regularly, where they schedule out like 6 months in advance, because that's what we've done for this vacation, right? I don't know if I've
Mm,
said it on here, but I'm going on
I don't
like a
think so.
cruise. I've never gone on a
You did.
cruise
Yeah, you talked
before.
about last week. That's right. You talked
Yeah,
about last week.
I have no idea what all that involves, but that's something that we had to make out. Like we did it in December, right? So
Yeah,
over 6 months ahead of time. The last
I
time I
need
did
to.
something that far out was, I think, the Witcher concert,
Mhm.
which I got tickets for like a year in advance, and then
Yeah,
just put it on my calendar, and it got to go like, well, this will happen eventually. Totally forgot about it until like the month before, and I went, oh my gosh, this is happening so soon. Yeah, I don't really know how people do that. How do they? I guess what's the maximum amount of time you should do? Like going
I
like,
mean,
yeah, I'll
some
do this
people
in
do like
5
years in
years. Yeah,
advance.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
totally
I
get that with the
I
five
forget
years.
about
Like,
things after like the next day. So.
right. Like I'll put it on my calendar and it'll be there. But like I guess you just have to go like that's what I'm doing. Like do
Mhm,
I'm not sure when I need to take time off, like because I need to put in vacation time for that week that I'm gonna be gone.
mhm.
I don't know when I do that. Do I do that now? What if it gets canceled?
I
I don't
couldn't
know
tell
what
you,
the
man.
protocol is for any of this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I do. I need to go to a convention this year.
Hey, that could be something. You gotta see the thing is you gotta write this down. You gotta put it on a list,
Yeah,
sticky note, slap it on the back of your door there, and go. All right, how am I gonna make the convention happen?
it'd be cool. I don't travel. I don't go out
Yeah,
of town
me
very
neither.
often, or like out of the fucking tri-state area.
Yeah.
Uh, so like I would love to go out and actually do something,
Mm,
but like I think it's just also the unfortunately the money mentality that I have and I've been
I
raised with,
understand.
where I'm
Yeah.
like I want to do cool things, but I don't. I know I'm not going to be able to because I'm not going to have the money for it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, just save up the money," and I can't.
Right.
Every time I save up money, I end up spending it. Oh well, just don't touch it.
Yeah.
It's not that easy.
Yeah.
Uh,
There is a.
it's a lot of discipline that I don't have.
Yeah. You have to invent systems. That's one that I'm not super great at. Where like I have a savings account that I should be putting money into, but I kind of just like don't put the money into there. Like I have things that are going right, like to like the 401k that my company's offering, right?
Yeah.
Like I've automatically deducted part of my paycheck towards that, which just
Hmm.
lowers the amount of money that I have, and then that amount of money I'm just like that's kind of just my living expenses. I don't want to be cutting into my living expenses.
Yeah.
It's like all right, well, because I could put like $50 a month, and that'll slowly build back up.
Yeah. It doesn't help that like if I can get like a ticket or like
Hmm.
get a plane, things like that. I can go to these
Yeah,
things, but that's not the problem. The problem is I don't have money
yeah,
afterwards.
yeah.
Like if I'm going to a convention, I want to spend money. I want to go do things, of
Yeah.
course.
See, that's why
Uh
camping and backpacking. I mean, yeah, yeah. Obviously, you have to get the gear prior to doing it, and then get yourself out there and the food and all that. But once you're out there, I mean, it's the opposite of spending money. You literally can't spend money because there's no cell signal. I can't touch my bank account because I'm not going to be connected to the internet. I'm just going to be walking around looking at pretty things. Pretty bang for the buck, I gotta say.
Yeah. But hey, that's just how it be sometimes, you know?
Yep.
Just gotta find that nice balance of doing something and not.
Yeah. Well, I guess we are kind of at time. We could cut this one a little bit shorter than an hour and 20 like we did last week.
Yeah, I think we're at the end of our conversation.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to bring up? I think I got through all my topics that I wanted to mention.
I ain't got anything else to talk about.
Oh, wait. I guess there is one thing, but it is D&D related. Not allowed to talk about it.
I guess you can talk about it.
Well, I'll keep it short because it is a very awkward kind of story. So the campaign that I was playing and that I was describing last week, right, with Koss, I've gone back to my old character because he has become a DM character now. He's an NPC. So I've gone back to my old character, Sonestina, this little dragon fairy girl who's probably one of my favorite character designs that I've ever come up with. She's awesome. We are commissioning art as a group for the group, right? All the players. We got back the sketches yesterday morning, and for like feedback. Like he gave us a very rough sketch, the artist that we have, and he's like, "All right, what does everybody think about this?" And everybody was like, "This is all really great." We had a couple of feedback notes, and I saw my little character art, and I was like, "This is awesome. I have no notes." And then I started looking at it, and I was like, "Wait a second, I do have a note." So I've been like recreating this character for 2 years, right? She's gone through at least 6 costume changes, maybe more, and like grown up because she was a child at the beginning, and then has kind of slowly turned into like a 20-year-old adult, right? And over that period, I have developed what she looks like, what her clothing is. She's like changed powers because she used to be a necromancer and now she's like a dragon sorcerer. So there's been this whole arc, right? And I was very specific in my instructions, maybe overly specific, because I saw what the guy before me had done and gone, he was very kind of vague, right? He was like, this is what my character is. Like, he's Mike Tyson. So make him Mike Tyson. He's a wizard. Give him fairy wings. And that was the extent of his thing, right? I gave very detailed instructions, right? To like clothing specifications as well, because I had a very specific idea in mind that I had not been able to get my AI generator to really do. I gotten close. So I was like, if I'm going to commission an artist, this is going to be like what it is, right? So we got the art back, and I had sort of described what her outfit was that she was wearing. And when he got it back, I was looking at it going, this is great. This is really cool. And then I started zooming in and went like, now hold on a second. You did mess up one very important thing. You put too much fan service on her.
Oh.
My description was this, right? It was like so she sort of has like this open concept dress because she has wings. So like the back is open and there's kind of like, she has scales for armor because she doesn't wear armor. She's a sorcerer. And so she has this kind of like flowy open design. I'm going to say Tatsumaki's outfit from One Punch Man, if you're familiar with that sort of idea. And it sort of comes to like a choker clasp thing in the front that, you know, goes down and like covers the chest area. And this dude had sort of inverted that, the artist, where he had done like shoulder straps and like popped her breasts out.
Oh no!
And I was like, whoa, hold on, man, hold on,
wait a minute,
back it up. It's like, my note is too much fan service. And then I sent a picture of like a neck kind of, I don't really know how to describe it because I don't know clothes that well, but I was like, yeah, the concept was, it's up in the front. It's sort of the opposite of what you have here, where chest is covered, shoulders are open, not the other way around where chest is open, shoulders are covered. You know, it's like the invert of that. And when I was trying to describe this, one of the other people was like, I don't know, man, because it is a rough sketch, right? Yeah. It's like they were saying like, that might be her like hair, the way it's falling. It's like, it's not. and I had this really awkward, like, I have to explain this. So I just took a screenshot of from here to here, right? Just
Mhm.
the breast area on this character, and then drew arrows pointing to the cleavage mark that he had done and the like shoulder straps, and then sent that back to the group chat. And I was like, okay, this is kind of awkward, but this is what I'm talking about. It's not the hair. And they were like, yeah, you're right. You're right. And then I sent like my original reference art that I was explaining all this stuff to. So I had a very weird, very surreal moment yesterday where I was having to like point at my character's assets going,
Literally.
let's cut this back a little bit. She's not crazy.
Mhm.
It intentionally has that to sort of cover up that sort of stuff because she's not. I mean, she's not a. I did my very best to like non-sexualize the character, not really in an intentional way. I just like I think this looks cooler than if she has like a bunch of skin showing.
Yeah.
Plus all this cool like armor and stuff, like the scales. I think the scales look really cool, and the choker clasp looks really cool on her art that I already have. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna do that. So hopefully my artist gets back to us with some cool stuff and doesn't fan service as the person playing the only female character in the group. Everyone else playing, sort of like a hippo or a turtle. I don't want the only female in the group to be sexualized. So I'm that was the feedback that I gave our artist. I'm
Gotcha.
very
Oh, that
excited
sounds
to do
fun.
that.
That's
Yeah,
cool though.
it was a little awkward for me to have to describe that. But yeah, that's my D&D update for the week. I'm very excited to get back my character art because, like I said, Sonestina is by far my favorite character design ever. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with how she came out, and I'm really excited to see how she ends up coming out with this because I dug everything else about the art, the whole outfit, the wings. He got like all of it really great, so it should be cool, and I'm excited to get to share it.
Oh yeah.
Yep. We're hoping to have it done before like next month, though. I think it took like a 2-week turnaround to get the sketches.
Mhm.
So I don't know how much longer it's going to take him to do full line art with coloring and all this stuff. I have no idea how long that takes. Not an artist.
Well, I mean,
But
not
yeah,
with that attitude.
I've tried. I mean, from what I've been told, everybody can draw. It's just a matter of practicing, and I don't have the time to practice. Therefore, I'm not an artist. Or I'm not a digital graphic designer, if whatever you want to call it. Because I am
digital
an
artist.
artiste. I'm a writer. What I do is write.
Got it.
Conceptualize. I don't draw.
Hey, you can stop talking now. It's time.
Yep. It is time. But thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you all next week. Hopefully. I think, yes.
Probably. That's the plan.
Same time next week for the same thing.
Bye.